Hey everybody, Belinda here. Welcome to the Rocketgirl Show. Today we're going to talk about networking and how to take your network to the next level. Let's get started. Rocketgirl Show. I'm Belinda, also known as Rocket Girl, and I'm thrilled here to come on in. Let me know where you're from. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, I'm the VA Connection, where I coach and mentor established and aspiring virtual assistants to create, grow, and scale their businesses. And I do this in my free online community, my courses, and my coaching program. So welcome. And each episode of the Rocketgirl Show is designed to really dive into the topics that are on your mind and things that are causing you to slow down so we can move right through them. All right. So let me know where you're coming in from. All right. So today we're going to talk about up-leveling your networking. All right. So likely you've heard, you need to get out there, you need to network, you need to spread the word about your business. And the thing is that you want to make sure that you, what I call, squeeze the lemon. If you're going to get out there and do this, I want to make sure that you are you're absolutely making the most of it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to define networking, because a lot of people think networking is putting on uncomfortable clothes, walking into a room, being very uncomfortable, and feeling bad for an hour, right? Uncomfortable, awkward, all the things, and not really knowing why they're there or what to do, right? So today we're going to handle that. So first we're going to define networking. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. So it's, let's just say that in layman's terms. You go to an event, you meet other people, you exchange information about your businesses, and you develop friendships. That's really what it is. So it's not about selling. It's not about impressing. It's not about any of that. In fact, the more real you are, the more yourself you are, the much better your relationships are going to be with the people that you meet, right? So don't feel like you have to go sell. If you sell, you're going to actually do the opposite of what you want to do, which is create relationships, right? You don't want it to feel like a transaction, like I'm here to get clients, because people can feel that. They don't like that, right? They think about the times when someone has been like that with you. It's uncomfortable. So that's not what we're trying to do here at all. So it looks like George is here, and Rachel is here, and Amy is here, and Nancy. That's great. Awesome. All right, and I see a bunch more of you, because I can see how many people are watching. So don't be shy. Let me know. Let me know where you're coming in from. So, all right. So networking takes investment of time and energy, right? 100%. You definitely have to get out of your comfort zone. Like I said, put on your clothes, find the event, get in your car and go to it if you're going to be networking in person. And you still, if you're doing it online, it's less time and you only have to get, fully dressed from the waist up, but you still have to get in the right mindset. All right. So here's what I want you to do to make sure you're leveraging your efforts when you're networking. So the first thing is I want you to visit several networking groups. Every group you visit is not going to be a fit. I have gone to many, many networking groups and thought, yeah, those are not my people. Those are not my people. But I'll tell you what, when you find them, when you find people who you resonate with, who you're comfortable with, it's like ringing the bell, it's like ringing the bell. So you're looking for you're looking for fellow entrepreneurs that you enjoy spending time with, people who are established enough to hire you. So you probably don't want to join the newcomer entrepreneur group. And while you might want to do that for social reasons, the people who are brand new are maybe not going to be able to hire you, but people who are more established. So look for places that entrepreneurs go when they are a little bit more established. Now, once you find groups that you like, you absolutely want to become a regular. And here's why. So think about it this way. The first time you go into the networking group, it will be a little uncomfortable and you won't maybe know anybody. But when you go on the 5th visit, people are going to be walking over to you. Hi, how's it going? I've been thinking about you. I want to tell you about this client I might have for you. That's how that's going to work. All right. So you want to become a part of the core group of people who attend on a consistent basis. So people will get to know you, you'll get to know them, and you'll make friends. All right. Now, when you go to the networking event, this is not a time to be called a wallflower, right? You want to get out and work the room a little bit and try to meet people. And I want you to set your target at talking to at least 3 people. And when you meet them, not right away, but after a couple of minutes, I want you to ask them if you can add them to your email letter list. And here's how this sounds. So you're chatting and maybe there's a speaker. And the person who's in charge says, okay, everybody, let's go over to grab our seats so that we can get the presentation started. You can just look at the person quickly and say, before we get separated, I just wanted to ask you, I'd like to keep in touch with you. Can I add you to my newsletter list? And they'll say yes or no, probably yes. And then you either write down their email address or they'll give you their card and you add them to the list. So what's happening is the newsletter that you're going to produce at least once a month and maybe more often, it's going to do all the heavy lifting of the follow-up. Now you are going to follow up, and we're going to talk about that in a minute in a different way, but the newsletter is a way for you to keep in touch, keep in touch, keep in touch. All right, so you want to be prepared. You want to be prepared before you go in the room, and here's how you do that. Think about, we were just talking about this in study hall for VA school a minute ago. Think about how you want to feel during and after the event and kind of visualize that and come prepared with questions. So for example, you might ask someone, what kind of work are you in? How did you get in that kind of work? How long have you been doing this? And here's the key question. You always want to ask this. Where else do you like to network? Because that's, some of these networking events are they're the best kept secrets. So just don't be shy to ask people, where else do you network? It's a good thing to do, but come ready with some questions and also be ready to talk about your work, right? I've taught you all when people say, what do you do for work? I'm a virtual assistant. I work with entrepreneurs and I help them with the admin pieces of their business, like email newsletters, website updates, and PowerPoint presentations. And you can vary the 3 things, but that's what you want to say. And then where's my sticker? And then once you say that, stop talking. And then what's going to happen is they'll say, how did you get into that? How long have you been doing that? They'll ask you a question and now you're having a conversation, which is very different from you just pushing out all this information at someone and they don't even know, they're not even processing it, right? So you want to practice that and you want to practice it before you get in the car, but you want to say it out loud several times in the car to get the words back in your mouth, okay? Very important. Now, I want you to bring business cards. I know there's a lot of people who are now into digital cards. I am not one of them. You want something tangible. If someone's put something in my phone, I can't even find the stuff I put in my phone, all right? So you want it to be something more tangible that they take out of their purse, out of their pocket, they put on their desk. They might throw it away, but they might push it around. And for some reason, people tend to keep business cards for a long time. I don't know what the psychology of that is, but they do. So you definitely want something tangible, okay? And then after the event, when it's important to follow up with the people that you've met. Now, if there's someone that you met and you think, oh, they're kind of cool, I'd like to learn more about them. Not I want to be best friends or I want to go on vacation with them, but their business was kind of interesting and I'd like to tell them more about my business and I'd like to learn about them a little bit more. Invite them to meet one-on-one. It can be a simple email. Hi, Jane. It was really interesting. I enjoyed meeting you yesterday. I'd like to learn more about your business and get to know you. Would you like to meet on Zoom, have a phone call, meet me at the coffee shop, have lunch, whatever it is, whatever your level of interest is, there's no right or wrong answer. And they'll either say yes or no, right? They might say, I did this about a month ago, and the woman said to me, I'm going on vacation. Let's follow up when I get back. And I was just thinking yesterday, she's been back for probably 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to reach out to her again and get on her calendar because I want to get to know people in my town, right? So what you're going to do in these one-on-ones is you're just going to dive deeper into their business, into who they are and get to know them. Okay. And again, no selling. The closest I've ever got to selling is someone might say something like, oh, my email inbox is a mess or this or that or something else. And I might say something like, well, I can help you with that, and then keep moving on the conversation. Right. So I wouldn't go into, my 3-part whatever that you could hire me for this much money to solve that problem, because they're just complaining. They might not even be looking for a solution, but you could just jokingly let them know that. Or you could go write an email newsletter answering their question, get them on your list, and they'll see that you know all about that, right? That's another way. Now, getting social, what I mean by that is connect with the people that you've networked with, that you've met on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and any other social media channels where you are active. And this is just going to provide another way for you to stay in touch with people and keep in front of them. Okay, so the whole point of this goes back to something called the simple success formula. And this is the simple success formula for having a successful virtual assistant business. And that is stay in touch with the people that you know, be able to talk about your work in a clear, simple way, repeat. And in this case, think about it as a machine, right? It's like a cycle, it goes around. And in this case of networking, you're just feeding new people into your relationship machine. That's all you're doing. You're just feeding them in there, okay? And I will say, networking is a really great way to build your business as a virtual assistant. And if you consistently apply these suggestions, you will be surprised how quickly you'll be able to get clients into your business. And I suggest having a checklist. You can take a photo of this right now and put it on a Word document and print it out. And every time you go networking, you can just check. Let me see if I can find something for you. Hold on. There's a guide. Yeah, it'll be a little messy if I do that. There's a guide. It's called what's it called? Networking Secrets for Introverts. It's on the VA Connection website, thevaconnection.com, thevaconnection.com. Go over there, scroll down. There's a 32-page guide all about networking. I break it all down. The questions to ask, what to wear, how to handle your nerves, all the things is right in this guide. So go over and grab that. Okay, good. All right. So I want to tell you about something that's brand new, and I am very excited about it. We are launching a brand new free training on August 29th. It's 3 days. It's over a 2-week period. So the dates are going to be, and you don't have to remember this, you can sign up and you'll get an email, August 29th, September 3rd, and September 5th. And it's going to be packed with information on how to launch your VA business, whether you're starting from scratch or you want to pick up the pace of your business. And we're doing it in this new format because it's the Kickstart Challenge and the training. It was really fun and it was like a whole week together. But I want to give you some space. Some of you have jobs, some of you have clients, some of you have other things going on. And so the format is going to be longer sessions and spaced out so that you have time to process the information. We're going to have a whole new workbook that we're going to give you. And all of this is in process right now. We've got 2 weeks until we kick off at 1:00 on Thursday the 29th, and I'm very excited. So go on over to vabusinesslaunchpad.com and sign up right now. I would love to have you in this session. Okay, good. All right, so thank you for coming. I see Heather joined us, Yvonne, and Lisa. So thank you so much for saying hello. I really appreciate that. Have a great rest of your day. I'm Belinda Sandor, Rocket Girl, signing off for now. Bye-bye.